Hello and welcome to the Bike Century. My name's Ben and today I'm going to be showing you around this absolutely stunning Kawasaki Z750R. There were two versions of the Z750 towards the end of its life, just before it became the Z800. This was one of the run-out bikes. They created the R. It came with radial brakes, upside-down forks, a little bit more power and revised styling. This is a bike we've sold before. It's actually come back to us in part exchange just over a year after we sold it originally. It's as we sold it before, really nice condition, low mileage, just over 8,000 miles from new. Really clean and tidy bike with a couple of nice aftermarket accessories. It's powered by an inline-4 750cc engine that produces an alleged 100 horsepower. Really good first bike. Really reliable. Cheap to run, cheap to insure, that sort of thing. So if you've just passed your A2 license, or you're upgrading from an A2 rather, this could be the bike for you. 17-inch front wheel, traditional Kawasaki wavy discs, comes with a Nissin 4-pot radially mounted brakes. This particular bike has also been fitted with braided lines. It's got the RNG axle protectors there as well. Really good front end on this bike. Tyres are Pirelli, I believe they're Angel STs. Really good condition, loads and loads of life left in them. The bike is finished in two-tone. It's a metallic green, as is traditional for Kawasaki, and then accented by a metallic black. The paintwork generally on this bike is in very good condition. Very few signs of wear and tear. Obviously it's a used bike, so you can expect some wear and tear, but generally, cosmetically, this bike is very clean. The previous owner has opted to fit the RNG engine case protectors. That's a nice modification to have on a naked bike, because if you do drop it, ultimately that's the first thing that touches down, and the engine casings on these bikes are not cheap. Bike's also fitted with an exhaust. As you can see, it's made by Scorpion. It's a carbon can with the RNG crash protector on the end there. Again, another nice modification, because if you do accidentally drop it, it prevents you from marking up your carbon can. At the back, we've got a matching 17-inch wheel with a Pirelli Angel on the back as well, which has got loads of life left in it. There are also some paddock stand bobbins on there as well. And if I pan up a little bit, you'll see we've also got an RNG tail tidy there as well. As I said, from a riding perspective, it's quite a neutral bike, quite easy to get on with. It's one of those bikes that can do a bit of everything. So you can ride over a longer distance, commute. It's a good first bike. With 100 horsepower, it will kind of tick a lot of boxes for most people. It's pretty good for a pillion rider as well. The pillion seat is quite large, and the drop from the pillion seat to the pegs is quite high, which means your pillion's not going to have their knees up around their ears. Around the front, you've got this twin bulb set up for the headlights, which is fairly traditional with Kawasaki. Obviously, one of them is your high beam, one of them is your low beam, and then you've got two side lights either side. There are lots of sort of aftermarket screens and stuff that you can put on here to push the wind off you a little bit, if you so wish. On this side, it's very much the same, very clean and tidy. No real major marks or scratches to speak of. Obviously, there will be a few stone chips here and there. Previous owners actually adopted a slightly different chain and sprocket setup, so it's got the Renthals on the back there, so the odds are that he has maybe gone down one tooth on the front to give it a little bit more acceleration, though I haven't confirmed that. It might just be the standard gearing, but for the most part, when people go Renthal chain and sprockets, reduces the weight slightly, changes the pitch of the chain for a lighter pitch, and changes the gearing slightly, which is not a bad thing for a bike like this, because ultimately, who needs to do over 130 miles an hour? Again, you can see very clean and tidy. The odd mark here or there, but nothing really to mention, nothing noteworthy. There's a partially digital and partially analog dash on these bikes. So obviously you've got your rev count on the left, you've got fuel, you've obviously got speed, and then there's the mileage, 8,481. These bikes don't actually have a gear indicator, so that may well be something that you wanted to add on at pre-delivery. Let's give it a start up with.
Yeah.